Listen, you're not losing sales because you need more confidence. You're losing sales because you're winging it every damn time. High ticket isn't persuasion. Your prospect should already be persuaded before they hop on the call with you. That's another topic for another video. But in this video, we're gonna be talking about the high ticket sales call as a process. What should you do from A to Z, from pre-call prep to closing your clients? I'm gonna walk you through my exact call timeline that I use and my brother uses to manage our sales reps, to close for our own offers and our clients' offers in the info space in 2025 going into 2026. And mind you, my brother today is a sales manager. He has closed for 1.3 million in the info space using this framework. This has been achieved on multiple different offers, but you can apply it today on yours. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. I want you to pause this video and screenshot this timeline. If you follow what you stopped getting, let me think about it and start getting decisions, whether it's a yes or a no. Here's the rule. If you don't set the frame, your prospects will. And the frame they always set is, I'm just browsing. Let me think about it. I need to talk to my wife. I need to do this. I need to do that. We're here to eliminate that for you today. And mind you, before we get into it, this is the same exact process that get my clients results like these. 6K in 36 hours, 12 months for 4K USD, 6 months PIF at 2.5K USD, 4.5K collected today, only 2 clients, but 3.4K collected, 11K extra rev. Yeah, 4 new clients, 2 paid full, 2 paid half. Really good month. So now that you see that this process gives you results, here's exactly how I want you to structure it from A to Z. So in the pre-call, in order to do this properly, what you should have is all of your booked calls in a separate Miro board, breaking down each name, where they came from, what the conversation looked like, what the main talking points in the conversation was. So either you do this or your setter does it if you have a setter, and you be very strict with the standard. You make sure he fills this out on a daily basis and whenever a call gets booked. So then it makes your life that much easier when you look at this board at a glance and you can see the name and the main talking points. So you come in the call prepared. You don't have to scroll through the convo. You just look at the Miro board and everything is there. Am I making sense? All right. Before you even get on the call, you need 3 things. Their context, why they booked, what they said they want, your hypothesis, what you believe is actually broken for them, and your standards, who you're willing to take on. Because if you enter the call trying to make it work, you'll chase. Your goal is clarity, not approval. The line I tell myself before every call, guys, every call is, I'm here to diagnose. If it's not a fit, I say that. So this is the most important part of the call, frame control, because the frame is your authority. So here's a frame script for you verbatim. Quick context, I've done hundreds of these calls. My goal is to diagnose what you're doing right now, what you want, and what's actually stopping you from getting there. Sound fair? Good. And just so we're aligned, this is a decision call. I respect your time and I'm sure you respect mine. So if it's not a fit, we'll move forward today. And if it's not, no problem, I'll tell you straight up. That alone filters time wasters and creates leadership instantly. And that's the number one most important thing you want to do in this phase. The exit criteria is that your prospect must agree that you're leading and agree that the decision is possible today. Whether it's a yes or a no, it's better than I'll think about it. Because the I think about it prospects is just a nicer way to say no. So phase 3, discovery. But discovery of the facts, okay? You have to earn the right to prescribe. You're collecting facts, not pitching anything, okay? So you gotta ask these different fact questions to get all of this data. Walk me through where you're at right now. What have you tried? What's working, what's not? What's your schedule actually look like? What do you want the next 90 days to look like? Important, guys. Do not coach here. Do not fix here. Just collect their current reality, all right? So when you can summarize their reality, repeat it back to them, in 2 sentences, this is when you move on to the next phase. So the discovery for the pain and the stakes. This is where closers are made, because decisions don't come from logic, they come from stakes. Here are some stake questions to make it personal. What's the most frustrating part about this right now? How is this affecting your confidence, your energy, or your day-to-day? Be real. What is this costing you weekly, bro? Why is this important to you right now? And what happens if nothing changes in the next 90 days? If you don't create stakes, the price will feel expensive. And if stakes are clear, the investment becomes obvious. And how you can combine all of that is in the PST framework in this. So For example, when you have identified the pain with the questions above, then you can ask solution-based questions. For example, if this was solved in 90 days, what would be different day to day? What do you think you're missing? Structure, accountability, clarity, execution. What kind of support keeps you consistent when motivation dips? What do you need? Simple plan or strict plan, and why? And I want you to understand something right now. Instead of me telling them the solution, oh, it sounds like to me you need a strict plan. No. I want them to say it to me. I want them to say it to me because it's going to be very important that the prospects get it out of themselves. Us as humans, it's much easier for us to convince ourselves of something than someone else convince us of something, if that makes sense. So a common mistake that I would make, and I would see a lot of new people in the sales world make, is that they tell people what to do instead of getting it out of them. So the PST framework, use it, question them with the right sequence. So the takeaway portion of this is when you lock in the belief of what they just said based off the solution, and then you create the why now moment. So you could say something like, okay, bro, so it sounds like if nothing changes, you're going to be in the same spot 90 days from now. Is that fair? Yeah, it's fair. How would that make you feel? All right? But the key part here is you ask them the questions so they get it out themselves. And then whenever it's time for you to pitch, it's directly aligned with the pain points, with the PST that you just used with them. Am I making sense? Perfect. Let's keep going. So, decision plus commitment. Most coaches get blindsided by objections because they never asked how this person decides. So you lock the decision mechanics before the offer, guys. So the decision questions would be, are you the only decision maker? If we both feel like this is a fit, are you prepared to start this week? When you invest, what do you need to feel certain? What would stop you from moving forward today if it's a fit? This is where you prevent, I need to talk to my spouse, from appearing at the end like a fucking grenade. We've all had that. We all hate that. So the next phase here would be the summary and confirm, guys. Now you want to summarize their situation better than they can in this phase, all right? So this is where you just repeat back to them everything. So a summary script verbatim would be like, all right, let me just make sure I'm tracking everything correctly. You said you want to see abs within the next 6 months, right? But right now you're dealing with binge eating on the weekends, social events, blah, blah, blah. So you've tried following a keto diet, following fasting, intermittent fasting, and it hasn't worked because it wasn't sustainable in the long term. And if nothing changes in 90 days, is that you'll actually gain more weight, because that's what's been happening to you in the past. Is that what you're worried about? So if they don't say yes to the diagnosis that you just gave them, do not prescribe. Do not prescribe. You fucked up. You did something wrong. Go back to discovery. Okay? Go back to discovery. Make sure that you get your facts straight once you do the summary and confirm. All right? And if they agree to the diagnosis is when you move on to the next step. Prescription. Now you prescribe a simple plan. It's not a feature dump. It's a clear path for them. So here's a prescription script you can steal as well. Based on what you told me, here's the plan I'd run. Step 1, first 7 days, fix your macro split. Make sure you're tracking everything properly and you're sending me screenshots of your MyFitnessPal so we see what you're actually eating on a day-to-day basis. Step 2, we lock in a diet plan based off of foods you like and the data we have from your MyFitnessPal. If I see that you eat bread every morning, I won't cut it out. We'll find solutions so you can have those treats that you like, but just in a smarter, more efficient way by adding more movement or by using higher protein sources and lower calorie dense foods. And step 3, we lock in the workout routine and the movement routine. Because we fix the food first. Once the food is fixed, then we start going to the gym. And this would be a prescription for like a fucking obese client, all right? But you guys have your plans. You guys have your step 1, 2, 3. Make sure you got it on lockdown and make sure you can apply it. You already know what the step 1, 2, 3 is before hopping on the call, because you have done your due diligence here and you have tracked every conversation. And once you prescribe them, the step 1, 2, 3 is when you can ask, do you feel like this solves what you told me that you want solved? Wait for the yes, and then move on, all right? Because the exit criteria here is they believe that this plan solves their problem. Now you match the prescription to your offer. So here's a script. Cool. The way we do that is through unique program name, your unique program name, okay? TTC method, recomp method, whatever the fuck method. Just make sure you use your program name. And then here's what's included. Custom workouts, daily check-in, weekly check-in, monthly check-in, whatever. Here's what I expect from you. You fill out your daily accountability sheet. You do this, you do that, you do that. Your honesty with me, your clarity, da-da-da. And the investment is $3,000 for 6 months. And you notice what I did there? You notice what I did there? This is the one thing that I see that so many people don't do when they're in high ticket sales. They start justifying the price, especially when you're new. You start justifying the price, and that's how you lose the sale. That's how you lose the value, the perceived value. Now, what you want to do instead, and this is very important, I want you to listen up. What you want to do instead is you want to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Seriously. Shut up. Let the prospect process the number. Let the prospect understand how they're going to make the investment. Because if you've done everything right by now, what should be going through the prospect's mind? Okay, it's $3,000. Okay, I could do, like, they're thinking about it. Okay, I could do maybe 500 today, 1,000 today, 1,500 today, or I could pay in full. I have 10K in my savings, but I wanted to get a new car, but maybe this is a better idea for me. You know, they're processing it. Just let them fucking process it. Don't interrupt their mental process. Don't interrupt it. That's how you lose the sale. I'm telling you. Once they say something, if it's not an objection, they just say, okay. Just say, all right, you want to move forward? Okay, perfect, done deal. And the exit criteria here is they're deciding, not considering. So for objections are usually one of three things, okay? It's money, trust, or timing. And money, there's a difference. There's two types of money objection. There's logistic, which is not an objection, where they just they have $2 in their bank account. They can't. They have fucking 300 credit score, $2 in their bank account. They can't pass financing. They can't pay in full. Doesn't matter. It's not an objection. If you did everything right, you should still pat yourself on the back. And you should ask yourself why they're on the call in the first place. It's either your setter didn't qualify them properly, or you didn't qualify them properly in the DMs. But a real money objection is they have the money, but they don't want to invest it. So here's an objection loop script so you actually can understand what it is and you can isolate it. Whatever they say. Totally fair, man. I get that. I'll let you think about it. I'll let you, you can talk to your wife about it. But quick question, bro. Is it money, trust, or timing? Then you want to handle it based on the real category. So if it's money, if they say it's expensive, yeah, compared to what? And what's more expensive? Fixing it now or staying here another 6 months? If it's trust, will this work for me? Fair. What specifically makes you unsure? Past experiences or belief you can't stay consistent? Then tie back to their stakes and the prescription. The reason this works is because if you do this, and this, step 1, 2, 3, you will go from A to B. If timing, not right now, I'm busy, I got a renovation, I'm moving, yeah, busy makes sense, man. But help me understand, if nothing changes in 90 days, does that get better or worse? I see. What would need to happen for the right time to magically appear? Has there ever been a right time in your life for anything? No. Yeah, I know. Life is hectic, right? Shit happens all the time. So all of these are just smoke screens. They're just fucking smoke screens. And your job as a closer is to be able to navigate them and get past them so you can help these guys make the decision. If your prospect is being arrogant, then they're being arrogant. They're probably not the right fit for you anyway. But 90% of the time, it's in your objection handling skills. So after that little script loop, you can say, does that resolve it? Yes. All right, cool. You want to move forward? Amazing. All right. So the close and the next steps, guys. Closing is simple when you led the call correctly. And a lot of people are really awkward when it comes to collecting money. For some reason, y'all motherfuckers are scared of money. If you're scared of money, you'll never get rich, guys. You'll never make it. You'll never make money. So you have to get rid of that fear and you have to become comfortable asking for people's credit card numbers, asking for people's big investments, because reality is you're helping them. It is 100%. If you don't believe that your service is helping them and justifies you asking for the credit card information to be able to help them better, bro, you're fucked. You're 100% cooked. You're 100% cooked. You need to get comfortable with that. You need to get rid of that fear, that limiting money belief you have inside of you. Look at your childhood. It's probably most likely in your something up with your childhood and the way your family saw money, and the way you always saw money. You need to fix that so you're able to non-emotionally ask for the money when it comes to asking for the money. All right. So how I would like to frame it, how I like to frame it when it's time to ask for the investment is very, very simple. How I go is, all right, man. So the next step, very simple. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use Stripe and we're gonna collect the investment for the deposit. You said you wanted to do $3,000, right? Oh, okay. You can only do 1.5 today. Okay, that's great. Did you do MasterCard or Visa? Oh, Amex. All right, perfect. So what are the first 4 digits? Oh, I don't have it on me. Let me go get it. Boom. And then after, once they do the payment, then you can talk about onboarding, scheduling. All right, so you send them, okay, here's my Calendly link to book the first meeting, join this training app, fill out the onboarding form, whatever your processes are. All right, so this is the entire process, guys. This is the entire sales call process. Very simple, but a lot of my students, when they first join, they're very nervous when they get into sales calls. So I thought I would make a YouTube video about it and really break it down and show you guys how simple it is. Because in all honesty, objection handling shouldn't be there if your content ecosystem is set up correctly. It's just the reality of it. These days, the only objections I'm getting for my offer and the only objections you should be getting for your offer is none. It's simply if it's not a good fit, and it's simply if the logistics aren't there. And even if the logistics aren't there, then it's 100% you need to qualify your prospects better in the DMs. So it's simply just a decision call to see if you're a fit or not. That's the ultimate goal that you guys should strive for. That all your calls are decision calls, and your prospects are like, and you with your prospects, the discussion is, are you a fit for me or not? Would you be a good fit for my program? Or do you adhere to my standards? Should I let you in my program? That's the frame you should have in your mind while you're doing sales calls. Makes sense? So stop trying to be better at sales, guys. You want to be better at the structure that leads to the sales call and the structure in the sales call. So you have the frame the entire time, you are confident on accident, and you are 100% comfortable with asking high ticket prices up front in the sales calls and collecting payments on the call. If a client doesn't pay you on the call, it's not a close. It's not a fucking close, guys. It's a close when the money enters your Stripe or your account or your fan basis, your PayPal. That's when it's a close, guys. And even if they sign the contract, if you live in Quebec, for example, like me, they sign the contract, there's still the law that protects the consumers in Quebec that they can annul the contract at any time. So it's not a close unless you collect the payment on the call. Make sense? All right, so if you want my full call script, objection responses, comment call, and I'll send it to you for free. I'll send you the Miro board and I'll send you the full script, and I'll also send you the full objection handling sheet if it gets that out on a call. So I hope you guys found this valuable, and I hope you guys can use this and start increasing your closing rate so you can make more money and you can hire me as your business growth operator. Just kidding, but not really. I'll see you at the next YouTube video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment if you enjoyed it. I really, really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram, gabe.vincent. Everyone, have a nice day.